Hey guys, what's up? Well, we are getting ready to take a road trip to see my buddy Jed in Kansas. And here's why. I rebuilt those carburetors. They're off right now, as you can see. I rebuilt those carburetors as my first rebuild. Well, my friend Jed knows about those carburetors pretty well, so I'm taking them out to him. We're going to go out and visit, and we're going to go through them and see if I screwed anything up. So, yeah, we'll see you on the road. Well, we finally made it to Kansas, and we're here with Jed.
I'm right here.
And Anna. And
playing on her phone.
Sherry is, I think she went to go destroy another toilet at the,
Why are you filming my crotch?
Oh, I don't know.
You just had the camera pointed crotch level. Hang on here.
We're working on carburetors. 660 carburetors. I just had a thought, though. Would you ever want to run just one of these on a car?
You could. Yeah.
Just because of the way they wobble.
Well, yeah. It'd just be a single flat.
The way they... What?
Here.
What?
Let me up.
Okay.
Wah-wah, wah-wah, wah, 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 wah.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah, yours are cleaner on the bottom than mine.
Are they? Oh, that's not that clean. It's just scarred. That's what happens when they get old. I don't know about this one. This one's nice and clean. See that? You can see also there's some more differences for you from an original 660 to the later style. See how they're squared off? These are...
Oh, you got this whole big whooshy there too.
Yep.
See, now, would those two work good together or not? Or would you have to buy two of the... See, mine's got a whooshy.
Yeah. They'd probably
That's my technical term for that, is a whooshy.
I like the whooshy.
I don't know what it's called.
But yeah, we're here at Scott's Beach Up. We're joined by Dust Devil Garage. You don't know that because you're on Dust Devil Garage's channel. And he's twirling.
Twirling. What do you gotta do? You gotta do stuff.
You gotta do stuff?
Yeah, you gotta make the filming interesting.
Well, you got that fancy new GoPro.
Like every once in a while, you just gotta go woo.
Well, you should probably go woo over that W2 Edit 340 we're gonna start building.
Yeah, because this really isn't a carburetor instructional video because people do not watch my channel for instructional shit.
Nobody watches anything for instructional. The only kind of instructional videos most people watch are called JOIs.
Oh, is that the stuff like if I want to learn to put my alternator on?
It depends on what you're calling your alternator.
What's JOI then? I don't want to know. I can't think of anything dirty with JOI.
JERK.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually half asleep though. I did not get much sleep because we did a live here last night.
We were up till midnight.
We were up till midnight, which normally isn't late, but after a 4-hour drive. Damn. There. After a 4-hour drive. Thank you, Ed.
And I made Brian get up at
9 or 8 in the morning to go to breakfast and eat a shit ton of breakfast.
Yeah, that was a lot of breakfast. We're all sluggish.
I'm not.
You're not here. You're not fat old people.
Bolt stripper.
Would you call her a stripper?
Yeah.
I wish.
Your girlfriend's a stripper.
I wish.
She strips out the header bolts. Oh, yes, you did.
Remember when we took the 360 apart and I sold to Brian? Remember when you said this bolt hole isn't quite doing coming out?
Uh-huh.
You did strip out that fucking hole.
I did not.
You did.
Yes, you
You
did.
took that bolt out out because I
No.
didn't get it out.
No.
He may be blaming it on you, but
No,
I'm
you started
blaming
on
it
that
on
bolt
you.
hole and I finished it.
See, it was you.
You had already stripped it out. I had to rip the bitch out.
It was
Nope.
totally him.
No domestic violence, guys. Now, come on.
You got to work on where you're pointing that thing.
I know. I'll edit. No, I won't. I won't edit shit.
Okay, so what we're doing, let me just take this from Brian. So, what we're doing here is, these are Brian's 660s off his knuckle duster. And this is small PP energy. Like, 660 is a great carburetor, but this is just...
I don't like the tube. I don't trust it because
The tube is... Well, it's the tube...
moves.
The tube is small. It's a small carburetor. See? So, like, great carburetor. Just looks weak. That...
It does. You know.
That
it looks
is a
like
carburetor.
I would have, like, if I wouldn't have known, well, whenever I bought this, I would have thought those were like cheap ass,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, because if you get like a 600 Holley, you know, vacuum secondary,
That's what it looks like.
It looks like that without the vacuum secondary on it. And you're like, wow, what's so special about that?
Yeah.
But then you see this little guy here in the middle.
Yep.
That little guy there in the middle.
Was
and
that
the fact
loose?
No.
Oh, I thought you moved it. Okay.
No,
I was gonna say.
I don't think I left anything loose on these carburetors, but...
We're here to check it.
And then you get the fact that it goes open all together.
Actually, a slight progressiveness to it if you do it
Yeah,
real slow.
it's real slow, like
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah. Primary's open up just a little bit sooner. So Brian drove all the way. I like that front screen on this thing. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Brian drove all the way to the land of, well, we're not the land of misery, actually. We're the land of Kansas.
Yeah, I drove through the land of misery.
Yeah, he drove through the land of misery.
Well, I'd rather live in the land of misery than where I live.
Lewis
But, you
and
know.
Clark said that Kansas was the sea of nothingness.
Well, Lewis and Clark are freaking stupid.
No, they're not.
Because
Because once you get past this part of Kansas, it's
That-
pretty desolate out there.
that's true.
I lived in there. I lived there.
We live in the hilly part. But Brian came all this way not only to hang out, do lives, and, well, we don't get to hang out that much in person. But we got some big PP Energy float bowls for his carburetors to make them look more extravagant. And we're going to get those on there, and we're going to double check his work, because this is his first set of carburetors ever done, and that's a really cool set of carburetors to be your first pet.
Yeah, I know.
Most of us Holley guys cut our teeth on the weird, weak-ass 1850 600 vacuum sacks. You got to start with 660s.
Well, most people don't cut their teeth on building a car or building a street freak duster either. But,
No.
you know, hey. What's out there?
I was just
Scary out there?
I was just showing the Barracuda out there.
Yeah, we're going to look at that too later.
What do you say? Let's go ahead and check these out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, mistake number one.
So the guy at the parts store screwed Brian up. So Brian had the right gasket. So this is a 660 metering block gasket. And Brian, I guess you had to go get a couple more?
Yeah, because the kit didn't come. The kit was for, I think we deduced that the kit was for a 660 with a plate, not with a rear metering block.
Yeah, they were for like the earlier style. So Brian goes to the parts store, says, I need a couple of gaskets like this. Guy behind the counter goes, okay. He hands him this. You see a problem? Big problem. Carburetor would have never ran at all. Because for one, you see this flange on the top of the gasket. That interferes with this because this is not cut out for this style of gasket. Plus none of the orifices line up right. This would not have run worth a crap. So it's a good thing we're going back through these because now we know we have the right gaskets. That's what the 660 gasket runs. We also are changing his jet sizes because he was running these had a 75 in the back and a 67 in the primary, which would probably be okay like on a double pumper scenario, but since these are basically 1-to-1, we're gonna make them as close as possible. So we're gonna start out with a 70 on the front, and we're gonna keep the 75s in the back. And ideally, something like this, I square them off, and then you do your tuning. But we're just gonna rock and roll with this for now. That's the only issue we found. Oh, and just Brian's part here didn't change these gaskets. I honestly don't blame him. These suck to dig out. But we're going to a different set of float bowls anyways. So these are your new gaskets. Always put those on, the nylon style. So since we're going to new bowls anyways, it doesn't matter. So we'll rip the needle and seat out of here. And we'll get them in his new bowls.
Shiny.
Not shiny.
Shiny on, not shiny, but I have
Goes
a
like
plan
this.
for that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes like that. It's like that too. You know, if we just put a bunch of float bowls on this with duct tape, you'd have more fuel.
More fuel.
Yep.
More fuel is more betterer.
Yep. All right, well, let's get these back together, Brian.
All right. He's big and he's red. He's my friend Jed.
Oh no. It is.
So you lube these up. The needle and seat here, lube me, Jed.
That was a lot.
You got it all over.
I squirted on both of us.
Like it's like one of those videos I watch. Oh,
yeah. Okay, hey, come over here.
Okay, we're gonna keep going with this, huh?
So the reason why we do this, a little bit of tech with the gag humor, is you always want to put a little bit of lubrication on an O-ring seal. It's just common sense. And also this little rubber triangle you see, this little cone, that's actually the needle for the needle and seat.
Isn't that rubber on the end of that little cone?
Yeah, and that's why we're putting oil on it to help try and prevent that from sticking.
Look at that.
So typically, you know, if you push your finger, push it all the way up, so you don't want it to stick open or stick shut.
Stick shut. Okay.
If it sticks shut, you're going to be pouring fuel out of one of these vent tubes. It's going to be all over your engine, all over your carburetor, and you have to break out a rock or a screwdriver or a big BFG hammer, and you have to beat the shit out of the top of your bowl. You want to try and avoid that. Also, we don't have floats here for Brian, so he's going to have to get some.
No, I'll buy some floats.
Yeah, we'll get you some nice new floats.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back.
Hey, okay, we're filming.
All right, now we're filming. There we go. And there's going to be the difference.
Yeah, you're on the phone, so zip it. We're
And
filming.
and that's Ryan.
This is Ryan. You want his phone number?
No, we won't do that.
Not my phone number on the camera.
Yeah.
No.
See, Ryan. Flashed it before your phone number came up. So you have here small carburetor, small PP energy. Not cool. Over here you have bigger carburetor, big Chungus energy.
Bigger carburetor as in dimensionally.
Yeah, it's not actually any bigger. Also, the old stuff, you gotta take this brass plug out, and you gotta leak fuel everywhere to make sure your float's right. Glass float size.
Glass float size, yeah. I like that.
These came on my custom built 750 annular carburetors, but I didn't want to use them because they weren't the biggest float bowl. These are small PP energy even to the float bowls on my carburetors, which you could go show off the bigger float bowls.
Now I'm still a little worried at the difference because you got shiny and not shiny. But I still think with my hood scoop on there, these are going to stick out on the side of the scoop. And that'll be what you see.
Dad, you hush your mouth.
Shiny, but shiny gets the chicks. Oh wait, I don't need any more of those.
But they get you the dicks.
I got the ow.
Yeah. You got your ponytail pulled.
What was that? One of my teachers when I was a kid. I'm gonna tell an 80s high school story. Somebody had something that said something about if you had one wish, what would it be? And this teacher, I said, he was like, he stood there. He goes, well, I'd wish for another girlfriend, but my wife we got would roll over and squish us both. And he goes, they say money can't buy happiness, but I'd sure like to try. Yeah, I had cool teachers in high school. Back in the 80s, they didn't care much.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do this. Make this carburetor look like this one. And maybe see if this one actually has the right gaskets on it. So we'll be back with an update.
I'm not here.
He's right there.
No, I'm not. Where?
He's big and he's red. He's my friend, Jed. Look what we got to see today. I have never seen this car in person. And usually I've come out here. Usually I come out here a lot. But this thing is gonna be fucking wicked.
It's a little broken right now. I don't know when Brian's video is gonna come out in relation to like my video series, but this, I will just say this for Brian's viewers, this thing did go on a test drive. And there's a drive shaft out of it because it may have exploded a U-joint. But it is kind of...
The fact that it explodes U-joints makes it fucking cool.
Well, I think it was more of a U-joint failure. I think the U-joint wasn't quite right.
We're just going to say it explodes U-joints. Come on.
We'll go with that. Boost gauge
There's
still
a
has to be
hula
hooked
girl
up.
I got him.
Yeah, and she's bolted in permanent. We
Oh,
fixed her.
shit.
Michael actually accidentally broke her spring, so we had to fix her. He's in my office.
Twinkie
Wait,
is
no,
on.
he's right there. He's right there. He's still
Oh,
in
there he
Jezebel
is.
from when he broke Jezebel.
Twinkie's in timeout with Jezebel right now.
Yeah, because Jezebel broke again.
Oh, look at that over there.
Yeah.
God, you got such cool shit.
Well, we got a couple of things.
It's gonna start. My cool shit collection's gonna start.
Well, you have the Duster.
I have the Duster.
Oh, don't forget about the neglected one.
My favorite, really. I don't know. It's between those two right now are my favorites.
I love that Barracuda. It's just so wild and silly. It's everything. It's like your car. Your car really kind of brought me back to doing just this thing. It's just almost stupid.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and my viewers haven't even begun to see the template for the hood scoop we're making.
Oh.
So this is a little too short right now, but
yeah,
this will all be closed off in the back just to this point. We're debating whether or not we're going to put any kind of thing up in the front, but it will be either dark blue, light blue, or the yellow to match like these are the grill.
I think the yellow would be the best, but that's just my opinion.
Well, Dad and I both agree with that. Oh, and when I was cutting the template out, I give no fucks, no shits at all.
That's the thing, though, especially with a race car.
Yeah.
This is why I had been telling you forever that you need to get a race car. Because what are the girls? Where are the girls
Oh,
going?
they're going to look at Anna's truck probably.
Oh, okay.
Because you know your wife is into trucks, my girlfriend's into trucks,
Yeah,
but you
I
and I
know.
are into cars. It's kind of the
Yeah.
opposite.
See, but you got, Jezebel wasn't really built to be a race car.
No.
Jezebel is just built to be more or less a street freak.
Yeah.
This is a driver. You're sooner or later you're gonna fix this car, and you're gonna be driving this.
Except my viewers and my personal friends are making me love neglecting this thing. See, this thing would be running and driving, but one of the main bodies on the six-pack, which this six-pack that's homemade came actually from Uncle Tony. I bought it from him before he was on YouTube.
Oh.
And those carburetors they would work, but they weren't to my standards. And they've worked. I did a bunch of work to them. I dumped the center carburetor because it was junk. Put a 500 center on it and got like 14 or 15 miles a gallon out of this mechanical six-pack setup. But unfortunately now, you can open that door.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess you can only see the camera.
But the front carburetor, the main body got stripped out. I don't know how.
You're gonna have to change that if you're putting a single 4 on it.
No, it'll be deceptive. I love that about these cars. These cars just built so well from Chrysler.
Yeah.
Except this one. This one's been bondoed by a meth head. Like, this looks really solid, but I guarantee if you just bead blasted this car,
Well, the thing is, if you ever wanted to do a major thing to it, I hear AMD is seriously considering making quarters for these now,
I'd have to buy a pair.
just to have them.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna take off. We got some secret stuff from Jed. We got some shit done. And
Let me help you with this.
what? I don't like being on camera. Oh. So yeah, I think we're gonna take off. We had a blast. Spent a weekend out here, a couple days. And now it's your turn. Well, actually, we're probably going to be out here again before it's your turn, but
Yeah, I don't travel much.
no.
I'm a bad
I like
friend.
to travel though. No, you're not a bad friend. It's that we like to travel
I'm
though.
just a bad friend.
We like doing this shit.
Oh, we got your carburetors fixed.
Yes. That's not secret.
And I want to tell Brian's viewers again, it wasn't his fault. The guy at the parts store screwed him over.
Yeah,
just
but
didn't, you just didn't double check the gaskets.
The gaskets I forgot to
Yeah.
put on. Yeah, those were my fault.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yep, we're gonna take off, and once we get home, I'll probably do a little outro video, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye bye.
And we're back from Kansas. It was a long trip, but just as I suspected, if you look, all you can really see really good is those shiny new float bowls on there sticking out underneath that bug catcher scoop. So yeah, I'm gonna be happy with that. I was thinking about maybe painting the carbs black or something like that, but nah, just gonna leave them like that. Now this is just mock-up. I still got to put floats in those bowls, which we didn't have, then get everything put back on, and got a bunch of other stuff to show you guys in the next video. So just always remember, like, share, subscribe. If not, I don't give up.